Hello, my name is Monique Howlett. This video is for my ecocultural jamming project for my Geography 365 class for the University of New Mexico. My ecocultural jamming project was based on me not providing straws to my customers at the restaurant that I work for. A little background, my place of work is a Thai restaurant, and I work Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night from 5 to about 11 o'clock. Basically, what I strived for was not providing any straws to people in a glass that I serve them in, or, even putting them in the apron that I have. I usually put straws here or chopsticks here to provide for customers. And essentially the reason that I wanted to do this was because I kind of wanted to bring awareness to straw use and how this single-use plastic is essentially harming our environment, especially our water. And so the reason why I'm doing this video, kind of like just me talking, is because I want to do it more personal and kind of in a way that it's a reflection of how the process went for me, because this isn't really something that I've ever done. I am a server, so one of the biggest things as being a server is that you want to provide a good customer service to people, and you as an individual, I want to provide a good experience for the people that are coming into the restaurant that I work at, because essentially I'm not just representing myself. I'm representing the people that I work for, the restaurant itself, the brand, the food, everything of this restaurant, And so I really do thank the owners and my coworkers and my managers for being really supportive of this project. Because without them, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. I probably would get in a lot of trouble at a different restaurant. So doing this, essentially most people didn't even notice, which was really awesome. For the most part, if people didn't have a straw, they didn't really notice, and I didn't get asked for one. There would be times that people would ask me, and this was where it was kind of trial and error. Sometimes I didn't really have the time to explain. I was too busy, and I would just say, I'm sorry, we don't serve straws anymore here. We've taken an approach to care more for the environment, and we no longer have them here. There would be times that I would say, I'm sorry, I'm currently doing a research study, or kind of like a project where I can't really provide you with the straw. This is why. And basically, the readings that I used from the class were kind of like deep time, ecological grief, and, waste management. The reason why I used ecological grief was because I felt like people don't really understand that what we do affects indigenous people before it affects us. And I used deep time in a sense of what will be left of us when we are long gone is our waste. And, being that nuclear waste, and especially plastic, because it takes so long to disintegrate. And eventually it's only in small microplastics. So that's kind of why I use deep time, to kind of give some people some context. But there were people who did not appreciate that I was doing this. They did not like that I brought my project into my place of work. They really just wanted the straw and wanted to be over with. And it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult as someone when you're providing customer service to someone, because then they start to think some type of way about you. But I kind of just try to tune that out. And I thought about the fact that I'm trying to make this change. And so, unfortunately, this was a little stressful. It was difficult, but I learned so much. And I learned a lot because I also got really great responses from people. I got people that were fascinated at the fact that I cared so much about this that I brought it into my place of work and I was doing it actively. There were other people who knew a lot more about the topic than I did and were able to educate me on it, and just having that conversation. And I thought it was great because overall the restaurant is an open plan. So if I'm having a conversation with the table, the next table is going to hear it. And so that's what I liked about it, is when I got to have these conversations with people who were saying, you know, this is positive, this is great that you're doing this, you know, this is why, and educating me because the other people are getting to hear about it. And so overall, I felt like I did something, but I don't think that I did everything that needs to be done. I think that, you know, restaurants in general have to find a different way to do single-use plastics, like plastic bags, plastic containers, plastic, you know, straws. And overall, when restaurants start to make that change, I think that's when we'll change as well. So thank you for listening.